There is a very important conversation happening around the world right now about ethics in technology and how to ensure that we are building technology and using technology in an ethical way. And a significant part of those discussions is centered around the question of artificial intelligence, and in particular, the risk of bias in artificial intelligence. I am very proud that at BSA, we have been working with our member companies on tackling this issue head on. As part of that, we have launched the BSA's framework to build trust in AI, which is a playbook that companies, governments, organizations can use to try to help mitigate the risk of bias in artificial intelligence.
I think there is a lot of things that we can agree on because we have these fundamentals in common: cybersecurity, discussing supply chains, the role and responsibilities of our platforms, technical standards, export controls. And I think we need it. We need for democracies to come together. And I think that is the main message in the geopolitical situation that we're in right now, that old democracies who share values should come together and show that we can deliver.
The US and the EU remain aligned, and what our challenge is, which is not easy, is to figure out how to, regulate and set standards for emerging technology in a way that allows innovation to flourish at the fastest rate possible and create as many jobs as possible, but that keeps people safe, secures privacy, and holds true to our shared democratic values. And that's the work of the TTC. And the key to doing this, by the way, all of this, which is where BSA comes in, is robust industry engagement. It can't be that we government folks sit around and set the rules of the road. And so I want to be very clear from my perspective that industry needs to lean in and absolutely partner with us and give us feedback and engage with us so that we can accomplish what we need to.
One should see this not as a restriction, but as a market creation effort. Because trust is I think, the most important key for the take-up here. And this also means that it cannot be top down. The work that you have done, I think it gives some really thoughtful examples of what it means to work against bias. Both the traps that one can fall into, but also how one can avoid that. So, sort of a go-to, maybe not a manual yet, but go-to inspiration as to how to avoid biases.
So we started this journey about, is there a way to design AI that is going to be in accordance with our company values, still pushes the boundaries of innovation in a way that we need to do that, both in that creative space, also with Acrobat and text and editing and words, and then also in this web analytics space where we're spending time helping enterprise customers craft offers for different demographics. And so the first thing we had to do, I think probably everyone here on this call had to do, right, is just sort of ask themselves, who are we? What do we stand for? We have a set of company values. What does that mean in the terms of AI? And we spent 6 months thinking what those values would be, these principles for us that resonate with us as a company. And everyone's going to be different. Every company is different. I would encourage everyone out there to really reflect on your business model, your goals, who you are, and then make sure that these principles accurately and reflect those.
What we're also trying to do is embed a culture of foresight when we're building products. And so we do an exercise called consequence scanning, where we look at a product and we ask, what are you trying to accomplish? What are the intended consequences? What might be some of the unintended consequences? And we find that process creates new ideas for the backlog and new features.
Particularly, I think if you look at the climate we're in with the year that we've just been through, the racial and social justice movement, certainly our customers are, if we are developing technology that is potentially going to expose them in issues around bias, they are going to want to be very sure that they can trust what we say, that we're going to live up to our promises, that they know that we've put it through rigorous testing and rigorous processes to sort of make sure that we've gotten through and done the right thing. And as a vendor and a developer, we have a lot of this is in our control. There's a lot we can do in this regard. I think the BSA framework is an excellent tool for companies to deploy to sort of earn that trust.
The way to think about it is really, this machine learning development lifecycle, and it has a lot of phases, right? There's problem specification, there's data understanding, data preparation, there's modeling, evaluation, and then monitoring throughout. And as you said, right, there's risks of bias in every step, and we really should be managing and mitigating those risks throughout, all throughout.